See. All right. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Pablo Crow. And today we're going to be talking about EGT, Elon GOAT Token. And we got a lot to discuss about this project. This project launched in January, and we really don't know enough about it. I feel like the crypto space has been missing out. They don't know what the fuck is going on with this project.
Really don't know enough about.
And that's what we heard today, to kind of get to know the developer a little bit. You guys already know my homie Frank, the tank. So we're gonna be bringing him to kind of discuss. He's been more involved than me. I just got involved recently just because of the actions that I saw both sides. So we're just gonna get forward to this and see how things go, man. See how things go. So we're just gonna keep it going. I've been having some issues with my internet, so if I glitch out, I apologize. I called the company; they're working on my shit. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, let's get it going. For those that don't know, my name is Pablo Crow. You can like the video, man. This gonna be some fire up shit tonight. It's gonna be some fire up shit tonight. All right, Frank. So let me introduce you. Obviously, I met you with Volt. You know, I brought you into Volt, and now you brought me into EGT. So you're returning the favor, and I appreciate that, brother. Because at the end of the day, we gotta kind of take care of each other. You know, this is what we do. This is how we make a living. This is how we create success, is by helping each other, and the unity we have here going on tonight. It's gonna be pretty exciting. So what's up, Frank? What's happening? What do you got to say,
Well,
Frank?
thank you very much, Mr. Pablo, for this great opportunity. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are listening to us. I'm Frank once again, and serial sales marketing expert, both online and offline. And yes, we did stumble on this great germ, Elon Goat Token, and I'm super humbled to have on this great YouTube live documentary, the founder and creator of Elon Goat's token himself, Mr. Ashley Sensalon. I'm personally going to give him the chance to introduce himself to you all. But indeed, if you're listening to us right now, make sure you call a friend to be on this live because there's a lot of nuggets, goodies that will be shared on this great live, and you don't want to miss it. So over to you, Mr. Ashley.
Hey Frank, hey Pablo, everyone that's
What's up,
listening. Yeah,
brother?
I'm the crazy dev that decided to launch a cryptocurrency by building a $600,000 monument to Elon Musk. Right, crazy idea. We started this project in mid November, put it together. We started working on it even before anybody knew we existed. We started building, putting together designers, constructors, teams of people together to launch this thing. We came out, first week of January, and we're kind of getting into the final leg of this exciting mission. We're building this 17-foot tall, 25-foot long, $600,000 monument of Elon Musk's head on a goat, representing obviously the greatest of all time, Elon Musk. And he's riding a rocket, and this thing's going on the back of a semi truck. And we're going to tow this thing around different major cities and media centers around the United States. And then we're going to drop it off to Elon himself in Austin, Texas at the Gigafactory. And then we're going to ask that he comes outside and claims it. So this project got viral attention from day one. We probably had 1,800 people on their live Telegram chat as we dropped the contract and started trading. Did around $6 million first day, right out the gate. Went ultra bullish. And just because people realized, you know what? How could Elon possibly deny the hard work and a base community if this thing comes together? There were some skeptics. There were people that are like, oh, this is a rug. There's no way these guys are going to like build this monument. Like, this is crazy. This is crypto. No one's ever done this before. But here we are over 3 months later, 2/3 of the way done through this build out. And the visuals are there. You guys can see on the screen that I'm looking at least on my phone. We've got a $200,000 rocket that we've handcrafted in Phoenix, Arizona. There's a $150,000 head that's being built right now in Canada. There's probably visuals on our Twitter as well. So we've proven to everybody that, hey, like, we're actually going to pull this off. And every single day that this project progresses, it looks more and more likely that Elon Musk is starting to take a look at us. I mean, the other day we had 75,000 views. We're not using bots. Like, we're not, you know, you look at our Twitter, you can tell we're not botted, but you know, we throw up a video on Elon's feed, we're getting anywhere from 10,000 to 75,000 views organically. So we've proven that we have
definitely do.
Yeah, like people think this is cool, and they don't even know what it is. They see a head of Elon, they might see a rocket. What they do, unless you get into the project, you don't realize the significance of what we're doing, and that is when it all comes together. You're gonna have a monument so fucking big it doesn't even fit under a bridge. We have to put a hydraulic on Elon's head to lower his head to get this thing under a bridge, which is bigger than a semi truck. And then we're going to throw a huge event in Austin. We're going to have influencers. We're going to have media out there. We've already got a ton of media coverage, and we're going to present it to them, right? With thousands of people, we're going to go out there. So really what we're doing, or what we call ourselves, is we're a meme token with a mission, right? We're always going to have some kind of a different flavor, you know, now and moving forward, doing really cool, incredible things that no one ever thought about doing. It's hard work, but, you know, we're qualified. We've got a great dev team. And that's why, you know, Voltoshi came on to us. He approached me and said, "Hey man, this is like a base project. We want to invest some of Volt's vault into you guys and get involved because, you know, this is one of the coolest things going, right? And we love cool projects, and you're one of the most unique things we've ever seen before." They came in and bought $40,000 worth of VGT token maybe a week ago, and since then, you know, we've been coming in the Volt chat, and Volt guys been coming in our chat, and we've just made friends, right? We got a lot of respect for what you guys have going on over there, and it just seems like there's some synergy, right? Like, you know, we're doing some things great. You guys are doing some things great, and we're just kind of going in there together and having fun, right? We're probably the funnest communities with the coolest things going on right now compared to what else I've
Dude,
seen.
I'm telling you, dude, this whole rocket thing, like when I saw Boltoshi drop 40K on this project, my head just went like this, man. I just fucking turned. I was like, whoa, like I saw him partner up with Everrise, and I saw how much greatness it brought to the Volt project, right? So I know when Boltoshi makes moves, man, they're fucking good moves. They're not something that you take lightly. You know what I mean? So when I saw that move, I was like, whoa, what's going on over there? What's going on with this token? Frank's been holding back, man. He didn't tell me about it. Fucking Frank. So I had to do my own research and figure out what the hell was going on with this project. And after seeing all these pictures, you know, coming from a welding background and seeing the craftsmanship that got put into this rocket and the whole design that's coming together to present it to Elon, it's like, holy shit. People don't realize, they don't realize how fucking powerful this is, because everybody in the crypto space, including Dogecoin, has like worked his way to reach Elon in a certain way, but they never really had a true connection with him. You know what I mean? This guy's an engineer. He likes to build shit. So you guys go out of your way and you build him something with this face on it. And it's like, holy shit. From an engineer point of view, he's going to look at it and be like, he's going to admire the craftsmanship. He's going to appreciate the hours and labor that were put into this project. And he's going to show people that he appreciates it, because it doesn't matter if you're a billionaire, a millionaire. When you have something that you appreciate, and he appreciates craftsmanship, he's going to look at this and be like, holy shit, thank you for making this for me. And the whole world is going to know about it. Everybody's going to know about it. It's going to be all over the media, Fox News, whatever. I mean, you're going to even have little kids TikToks fucking talking about the fucking rocket. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, don't forget, this thing's got special effects. Like, this thing's going to be on a hydraulic that's going to be able to lift it up. It's going to have flames coming out of the back, magnesium spark, a light show. The architectural style of this thing is going to have lights mounted on the inside. So when you blare it on, it's going to look like the second coming of Christ out of the middle of the goat body, right? Like we've already had offers from some of the people, some of the organizers from Coachella. They were like, "Do you guys want to drop this thing off at Coachella this year?" We're like, "That's not ready yet, but next year, absolutely, right?" which is why, we came into this thing with $100,000 budget. We thought, okay, we'll launch, we'll put it together. But there was so much interest in it. We're like, fuck that. Let's go. We're going to do like $500,000. And then we started making it cooler. And we're like, all right, we're going to 600,000, right? So you're looking at, something that's going to stand the test of time. And exactly what you said, everyone is always trying to, go to Elon and say, hey, say baby Doge, or, boof, or like, launch a token called Easter Floki. And then he puts up his dog with the Easter eggs, and then oof, they try to take it into the millions and then rug everybody. We were like, nah, if we're going to do something crazy, like we're legit going to do something that no one's ever done. And exactly like you said, impress him, because he knows that even something that's $600,000 has amazing people behind it. And it's so much more work. Like, we're running a token, plus we're putting in the work on this stuff. Plus we're planning the event. Plus we're dealing with the media already that's interested in this thing. We've already been covered by CBS, Vice.com. What else? Haber News. We went on Turkish national news. Like, we just have a way of getting viral attention. And at first, everybody that got in this was like, oh, Elon's for sure going to tweet. He's for sure going to tweet. And we were like, fuck that. We're like, what we want is Elon to come outside. We want him to like be on television, have the local Austin media and anyone else that comes there and all the social media people, the influencers that are there, and have clips of us like for the first token in history. Elon is like with the team, with the community, with the monument, and have that clip go viral. Because if he ever does that, and that's our plan, and we're working our way towards that every day, if he does that, everybody knows it's going to happen, which is exactly why Voltoshi got in on this. He's like, man, this could be more than a tweet. This could be like, 3 days of being the biggest viral thing going on the internet and on news for 3 days straight, especially if it has to do with Elon Musk, right? So all we're doing is we're running an honest and clean project. We put up all our receipts, our payments, our developer, our constructors, our artists, designers. They're all, have videos, and they come in and they're showing what they're doing every day. You guys watch the progress with us. Like, I'll even tell you a crazier story. Kevin Stone, like you can see in that clip right now on the screen, that's his wife, actually, that's doing some touches on the head there. Kevin Stone's work was so cool in 2019. He built this massive dragon sculpture worth over $1 million, I think. Stainless steel. It's crazy. It looks like a serpent dragon. Elon put that as his profile picture. So our artists have more Elon clout than we do. Elon's already recognized their work. Same thing with the company doing the body, like the body of the goat and the body of the rocket that you guys have seen already done. That company built something called the Mona Lisa for Burning Man, and Elon loved it. And there's videos and photos around of him interacting with that too. So all of the people involved got behind this because they loved Elon. That's why otherwise we wouldn't even have access to these companies. Like Spectacle, they were building out stuff for Super Bowl while we were waiting to get the rocket started. There's amazing people behind this on the crypto side and the real world side, guys like you that are interested in it and are passionate about it and enjoy the updates every day. Yeah, this is heating up straight up. Heating up. We're just telling the story now.
To also add up to what actually just said, first of all, I must say, show some very big respect to our colleagues in the Dodge community and also the Shiba community. Now, there's some angle to this that many people have not really considered. Okay, now this is a project which has been undertaken by Ashley and his wonderful dev team. And the angle with which they are getting Elon's attention is quite impeccable. Okay. Now, this monument is built out of what? Aluminium. Okay. Now, watch this. The angle with which they're trying to get Elon's attention is really going to explode, in the sense that now you're dealing with North America's #1 sculptor, whom Elon has used his works as his profile picture before. Okay. Now, why am I saying all these things? I'm saying all these things for that little investor who has not yet heard about Elon GOAT token, and through this live YouTube show is getting to hearing about this show. What I want to let you all understand is this project is going to blow up that very moment Elon starts to throw attention to it. But you stand a chance right now, okay, to taking a piece of the pie, because this project is really looking super good, and we are even nearing completion. So for us to stumble on such a huge gem, which has been hidden for a longer time, that has been brought to the limelight. And guess what? It's even nearing completion, and very, very soon it's going to be delivered here to the Gigafactory here in Austin. I want to say to everybody that look, this is a gem you need to have. Okay, I don't care if you're coming in with a BMB or 10 BMB or 50 BMB. This is a project that is going to bring the whole of the DeFi community to a standstill, because they are building a very real monument, a giant one for a fact, and we are rewarding this monument to the greatest living engineer of all time. Okay, the greatest living engineer of all time, Elon Musk himself. So you could tell the angle with which Elon Goat Token is trying super well to get the attention of Elon. So your guess is as good as mine. This is a huge hidden gem, and right now that they are unleashing marketing. Okay, the whole world is about to hearing about this project. So you watching us, you need to be very excited, and you need to take a position as quickly as possible.
Yeah, thanks, Frank. I think you're right about a lot of things. Like this, a lot of people are hearing about it for the first time because we knew from the start the most attention we'd get is when we had the visuals. We've been waiting. We launched. We've had a great base community with like, I don't know, 6,000, 7,000 Telegram members. We've just been putting our heads down and doing the work because we know that when the visuals are there, which they now are, we can show people like, hey, here's like a 6-foot tall head of Elon Musk and it's almost done. Here's a $2,000 25-foot long rocket and it's done. Now we're starting on the GOAT body. We're getting to that phase now where people are like, okay, this is real. We went down to the Austin Gigafactory when they opened up at that huge party, the Giga Rodeo. I think it was maybe two and a half weeks ago. We went down there. We talked to the news agencies. We were on CBS News in 2 seconds. NBC News. They interviewed us. Like, you're serious? Like, they put the images up. We showed them the images. They couldn't believe what it was. All their contact information, they want to see when we're coming back. CNN emailed us. They want to get in on this. Everybody thinks this is incredible. No one's ever done it before. It just has that feel. And I think that, crypto hasn't been great for the last few months, but what we're doing is something that maybe inspires some people to have some fun with it, right? This is supposed to be fun. And, we're bringing something very special to the meme token market. We are a meme with a mission, and we're plowing forward. You guys that are on this call right now or on this live stream are some of the first people. We've done some AMAs. We've done some call groups maybe at launch and a couple things, but we really haven't done any advertising at all. We're just starting a YouTube ad campaign. We're just starting Instagram. We're just starting to engage our Twitter because we knew that the best time to engage people and to give it a timeline that was reasonable for the people that weren't part of the core investment group, we knew that time was now, which is why, guys like Frank and Pablo are finally getting their eyes on it and saying, what's going on, right? And it's why the dev of a $120 million token like Volt reached out to us and said, hey, cool, we got to check this out, right? There's a reason for it. That's why. Like, you got the hottest token in crypto right now, Volt, that has literally kicked the shit out of a shit market every day, pumping in a shit market. Everyone's dumping and Volt is pumping, and their dev is calling me and saying, hey, we got to get involved with EGT. So, that kind of energy coming from these guys, I'm like, man, now Volt's the only chat that I check out. I go in my chat, Volt's chat, my chat, Volt's chat. We're going to be the story of 2022 together.
Yeah, you know what it is, though. You know what it is? What it is, actually, like, Toshi doesn't miss opportunities. The minute he sees something that's very valuable, like gold, man, it's like, boom, I'm there. I'm not missing this. I see an opportunity. I'm jumping on it. I'm gonna be helping my community by getting involved with this community. So it's a win-win. And as soon as Voltoshi saw the light, he jumped on it, man. He doesn't question. He doesn't question his gut feeling. He doesn't question his vision. He just sees something good, and he wants to be involved. And he saw a good opportunity here to connect with Elon. This is like, you know what I mean? When you are a creator and somebody creates something in your image, it's like it's more of an emotion at that point, because this is going to be emotional for Elon. This ain't just like, hey man, all of a sudden somebody tweeted Elon Musk. No, man. You built a monument in my honor, in my name. Like, I don't care who you are. That is like the Egyptians, the Greek, everybody. There was somebody at one point had a monument made on their name and their honor. You know what I mean? So they take that very, very serious. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is a topic in Tesla for like the following months. You know what I mean?
Pablo, I can confirm that. I know as a fact that there are Tesla employees on the ground and in upper management that think this is so funny and so cool that they are our holders. They talk to me every day. I can confirm that. There's holders from SpaceX as well. We've had holders from SpaceX since launch. We put a billboard outside SpaceX in Hawthorne, California. These guys think it's hilarious, right? They joke around at work about it. So there's a lot of people at Tesla and SpaceX that are based around this one. They get people posting tokens all the time on those billboards out there. But when we put, the head of Elon out there and said, Elon, will you claim your GOAT? People started Googling it. They were in, right? They think it's awesome. It's just an odds game. They're like, man, Elon's going to think it's cool. And, going back to what you were saying about, the people building statues or whatever, like Elon's just an amazing person. I don't care what anybody says. He is the most relevant person on the planet, and no one's ever built a monument. And it's not to glorify him as a god, but what it is to say is that, he moves crypto markets. We're a crypto community. Everyone has mad respect for him. And if he wasn't out there going to bat for the crypto community every single day and trying to incorporate crypto into his businesses, into the mainstream utilities and all these things that he's doing, the initiatives he's taking, we wouldn't be here as much. Like, he's brought people into crypto that have made a lot of money and gotten interested in this thing, just based off of him promoting it. So we kind of owe it to him, like we owed him something, and we owed more than just asking for a tweet. We thought, we're going to earn it, man. Cause he's earned every dollar he's made. He's busted his. I could only imagine it. If I'm sleeping 3 hours a day, I can only imagine that Elon's probably doing the same. Right. So we owe it to him to do something really cool. And we know that he sees it. I mean, we've had up to 75,000 views on his Twitter and trended right at the top when those videos play. So he knows what's going on. He's got employees talking about it. The question is like, when is he going to claim his GOAT, right? We don't know. No one knows when that day will be. There's people every day that say to me, oh, man, I love EGT. I'm going to ape when you go on that tour. Okay. What if Elon thinks, what if Elon before that tour might, hint at something on his Twitter or do something? We have no idea. We hope and pray for it every day. We're putting in that work. We're grinding, but you don't know when he's just going to wake up and say, you know what, this is funny. I can tell it's not a rug pull. These guys are serious. This is real work product. I love this community and get behind it, right? So we just work every day and wait for that moment, and then we pray for it. And I'm sure every one of our holders wakes up every day thinking the exact.
Pablo, also check your Telegram. I sent you some videos of Ashley being interviewed and all of that, so the world could see the thing that we're talking about. So what I wanted to also say this whilst you're doing that is I'm very, very excited about this project because I see all the moving parts going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And as you're all aware, we saw what was going on with Volt. We knew where Volt was heading. We called it right from the very beginning. And to all the Volt Army watching us today, okay, we've seen this. We've seen where it's heading towards. We've seen all the moving parts going on behind the scenes. We can speak for a fact that this is a hidden gem that is going to explode. Okay. And I want to use this opportunity to tell every single one of you all listening that, look, if Voltoshi has been able to see the bigger picture and he's been able to take a firm flag into this project, okay, every single one of us, okay, in Volt, okay, if you also see the vision, I urge everybody to also take a position because this project is literally on the verge of exploding, okay? And I want to give Pablo the chance to play this video whilst Ashley comes in.
Sure. Another big thing that we're starting to notice is that Voltoshi was one person that came in and recognized us, want to get involved. We're starting to get calls from a lot of people that are saying, hey, like, we want to get involved in the event. And we're talking about big names. Nothing confirmed yet, but I'll tell you what, it's only a matter of time because the interest level is there. Like, my phone probably gets every single day. There's one new person that says, how can I get involved in this project? Like, is there a way we can do cross branding? What about the event? Like, what, I'm an influencer. Like, I kind of want to come down there and check this out. What happens? Like, can we throw an NFT convention, at the same time? Can we turn this into a Miami style crypto event? There's a lot of people that see the potential for this in Austin. And I'm excited about that big time, because for all we know, like, there could be 10,000 people out there, right? We're going to be doing some giveaways when we go out there, throwing a big event. We're going to get car communities involved, food trucks, probably get some tents out, maybe even have a bar and restaurant involved in the whole thing, and and we might even have a mansion party. It all depends, right? Every day, it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger as far as the people that want to get involved. So who knows, like, how big this thing could actually be and how viral it can actually go. We're just, again, you have to work. We've been building up for this moment for 3-4 months now since we started this. So every day something new presents itself, and the world still, like I said earlier, has not seen the whole thing assembled yet. That head's being done in Canada, and the rocket and the body are being done down here in the US. Only a matter of time for those two things are together. And then we do a 2-week media tour, right? We have a full-time media and PR agency. They're going to start booking media events for us. If there's something hot going on in Miami, we're on the back of a semi-truck. We're going to Miami. If we can get on, a news station or a breakfast show or a late night show like Fallon or Kimmel or something crazy, we're going to go to New York. We're going to go to LA. We're going to take it to where the media wants to see it, get everybody based around it, and start building the hype. I think the sky's the limit. And I'll tell you what, if this concept works, and it seems like it's looking like as though it will be, EGT is just going to plan to something even bigger for next time, right? We're not going to stop. And we're going to have a huge Elon focus. And this guy's not losing relevance. Elon's persona gets bigger every single day. His companies get bigger every single day. And the world is more interested in what he's doing every day. So we are here at the right time, at the right place, doing the right thing. We're miles ahead when it comes down out.
I want to throw in there that, look, we've been in a bear market. You know what I mean? We've been super, super, super bearish. You know what I mean? These guys started this project in January, in the earlies, just like Volt started at the end of December. See, smart people think alike. You want to catch that bull run. You want to catch it. You start your project a lot earlier. You don't start your project at the bull run. You prepare. You set the floor. You set yourself up for success. So when the bull run comes in, and it will come in very soon, this thing is going to be on the freeway. This thing is going to be on a semi. This thing's going to be across country, all over the damn place. And people are going to see it. And when Bitcoin's hitting 50,000, 60,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, this thing is going to do a 10,000x. And I could see this thing going to $1 because it is going to be connected with the real world. And the fact that Voltoshi's backing it up, come on. I mean, what more do you want? You got the greatest token that's been running in the bear market when nobody else has been successful. The great Voltoshi backing this project up. It's for a reason. And I think it's going to do some numbers, man. I can see $1, Frank. I can see a fucking $1, Frank. I can see $1.
I must say this, okay? EGT is going to $1. This is a huge sleeping giant. This is a huge sleeping giant. And like I said, we saw what was going to happen in Volt. We called it. We called it. Like, we called it. This is having all the evidence. It's having all the proofs. It has all the progress. Okay, when you follow the progress channel, every single day, where they've gotten to with the monument, every detail, it's always been posted. This is about to explode. See, this project, you need to know the sort of people running this whole project. Actually, if we give him the chance, he's going to say a lot of things. But what I want to say is this. I'm trying to create that sense of urgency in our army, okay? Whether EGT army, whether Volt NU army, I want to tell you all that, look, this is it. This project is surely getting the attention of the world. And this project Talk about the number one. I mean, the number one engineer of all time. Okay, we are rewarding him. This monument. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. And surely, Pablo, like you rightly said, this is going to $1. This is going to $1. Look at the chat. Perfect consolidation. Everybody in it is really, really watching this. And everybody watching us right now, this is the perfect time.
Oh my God.
This is the perfect time to take a
I mean,
position.
everybody wishes they got in at a good time. Everybody's like, oh man, if I got in at a good time, if I bought at the right time, if I saw something right before it took off. Dude, look at that chart. Look at that chart, man. This thing is getting set up to go parabolic, okay? The launch, I mean, it's a launch. You get that pump, and you know they had a lot of media. Of course, you're gonna get a nice 40 million pump like they did. People took profits, and then they did it again, all-time high again, right? In the meantime, all this is happening. These guys are building a monument in the background, little by little. Very little, media being followed after that first little couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? But it's time. It's time to come back. It's time to come back even stronger. So if you thought 40 million was good, dude, this thing's going to a fucking dollar. That's all there is to it. You know, it's going to $1 because it makes, look at this shit. It's sitting at 0.001. Look how close it is to $1. Look at it. You just got to get rid of 2 zeros, and this fucker goes to $1.
You know what's funny is like every time that we've come into that like 35-40 million dollar range, we've been there a couple times for a while. I come on the voice chat kind of like what you guys do. People are like, why aren't you excited? Why aren't you excited? I'm like, I don't give a shit about $40 million. We didn't do this for $40 million. We didn't do this for like a 1 or 2 month pump or whatever. I'm like, we want to go to $1 billion. Like anything under $1 billion is like not even fathomable to us. Like we wouldn't have gone through all this trouble for that. You're not going to hear me get excited about hitting an all-time high at 40 million. Like we got plans, right? We got plans, and we set ourselves up to, again, I don't know what Elon's thinking, but we want the ultimate Elon clout. We know what that's worth, and we're going to earn it. So there's no smiles here. This is all hard work. It's all hard work. This is just the beginning. When we pump on media, people are like, oh, they got on the media and like, they buy it. And, it's like, what do you think is going to happen in a few weeks when every media outlet knows about this? When everyone in crypto news, think about it. Anyone who covers crypto news, period, is organically going to hear about these guys showing up at Tesla. I don't care if me, Frank, and Pablo got in a pickup truck with a Doge flag and we drove into Tesla's parking lot, started waving it around. That would probably make the news if we got arrested. But this, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah. I get it.
We're coming with we're going to try to get 10,000 people behind a semi truck with a bunch of supercars and a bunch of influencers out there and come on in and check it out. Like, I'm hoping that the Tesla employees are going to get based around and come outside, because tell you what, we're going to head to Texas probably in the near future. Could be as soon as this coming week. We're going to go buy more gift certificates from around the local communities, support Elon's community. And his base is fucking awesome. I'll tell you that much. Like, we're talking there. They said that it's the #1 draw. Like anything to do with Elon is the #1 most engaged thing in Texas, period. Because they love him. And he's spent a lot of money there. He's created a lot of jobs. The people appreciate him. The media is all over it. And that's where we're going, right? Into like the heart of the Elon Mecca. And that is, Austin, Texas. No better place to bring it, in the world. And we're excited to head down there and check this all out. There's no way in hell the media and crypto news, like everyone knows mainstream's going to come. But I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure that cryptocurrency as a whole, when they finally catch wind of this and the influencers start talking about it, the highest level ones are already talking to us. So I'm very excited about what's
up. Ashley, let me do this, okay? I know our viewers, our view mileage is also growing as we're speaking now, but I've always said this, and I've always been right, okay? Pablo will attest to it. Elon GOAT token, I keep saying, is a sleeping giant. And I'm always going to cite scenarios with Volt Inu because we started Volt Inu. We saw where this was going. Everybody listening to me, you might have heard my voice on the VC, but you may have not seen me. But this is the very first time. I'm calling this project to a dollar because I've seen all the factors playing out super well. Now, what I want to tell you is this, okay? Many people listening to us right now is only thinking about the monuments, the monuments, the monuments, like I said. But this gentleman right here, Ashley, there are lots of things to it. Pablo knows what I'm talking about. There are a lot of partnerships to this. There's lots of utilities to this. I don't want to even go to that tangent.
We'll
But
do it again. We'll talk more about that again. We
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
even,
yeah. But I'm
we haven't
coming. I'm
even
coming.
we haven't even made the announcements yet, Frank. That's the thing. This is like an introduction.
Exactly.
Like,
Guess what? But
yeah,
guess what?
go in more. Yeah, we got plans. With everyone that's in this chat right now, we got plans.
Correct. Correct. So guess what? I'm trying once again to let every single person knowing me, knowing how my calls have always been on point, knowing how my partner Pablo's point has always been on point. I want to urge you all to do this. Take this project very, very seriously. Okay? If not for anything, Voltoshi himself has seen the light. We are just few weeks away from exploding. Okay? And I want to say this. We have always been right. We have always been right. And considering the real stuff going on behind the scenes, this is a project that you wouldn't want to sleep on. Let me say it again. This is a project you wouldn't want to sleep on. It doesn't take much. Just come in with your 2 BMBs or your 3 BMBs or your 4 BMBs. If you can do
It's BMB, man. It's BMB. I pay more in gas fees. God damn it! You know
Well,
what I mean?
you can buy with ETH if you want to. We got a bridge.
That's right. That's right.
We have a Katoshi bridge. Yeah, we've got an ETH address as well. We opened that a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, we started on BSC, but ETH's already coming in. I mean, and in truth, the reason that we got an ETH bridge done is because we thought to ourselves, at this point, Elon could tweet at any moment, and if that happens, we don't want ETH guys to be swapping for BNB. We want them to be able to come in right away. So we just built an access point for everybody. That's why we did it. It was just in case Elon came out and there's a sense of urgency, and we didn't want to leave the ETH whales behind, which is exactly why we got that bridge open. Barely even marketed it yet, but we put it up there just in case. Just as a safety measure in case.
You want to buy Ethereum? Fuck, you can buy Ethereum. Look at that. God damn.
Pablo, can you show the website? I sent a couple of videos. Let me try sending it to you again, so people know where we've gotten towards. There's a video as well that I'm about to send you. Okay, I'm going to send it to your inbox. Okay, see, there are a lot of content this project has. Ashley has been very tactical in not unleashing marketing for many reasons. And right now, Ashley's about to unleash the marketing. Every single one of you watching us, please, please.
The marketing and the Frank, that's the big thing. Because now that we have our secret weapon, like you can see our secret weapon. Now it's, people are wanting to get involved. They're like, how do we get involved in this? How can we brand about this? How can we be a part of it? We want to get in on it. That's the thing. We knew the time was when we had the secret weapon and developed. I wish sometimes, because it's been so much work, that we just built this thing behind a barn door and didn't tell anybody about it. And then we opened up the door one day. We said in 5 days we're launching, and in 30 days we're dropping this thing off at Elon. Probably already would have pumped to like $500 million, right? But we came into it and just said, hey, let's get the community involved in what's going on. And we showed everybody the progress, and we've had a lot of fun together. But again, just imagine that this thing was done. It was hitting the road. What crypto markets would say about this thing? It'd be the most virally shared thing ever. And we took our time, but here we are, right? Here we are.
Wow.
Man.
I love looking at that rocket. I have personally myself, because I'm down in the US, I haven't seen the head in person yet from the artist up there, but I see this rocket all the time, and like seeing that rocket done is like, wow. When you're there in person, that thing looks like it could fly.
It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Like you look at that thing, it's just like it blows your mind. It blows your mind because Elon's gonna look at that and he's gonna be impressed. Okay, it
I think he's going to want to see it. That's the thing.
doesn't happen once. Yeah, he's gonna be like, how much? How much do you
Yeah,
want for it? That's what he's gonna
yeah,
say, man. He's gonna want to buy it.
exactly. Well, you know what? If
He's gonna want,
if he wants to do a
look,
charitable
man.
donation, he can. You know, if he wanted to buy it. In truth, though, guys, that actually is his gift. We're going to give it to him. We're going to say, "Hey, Elon, take it. Here, do whatever you want with it. It is a gift to him. If he wants to put it on the roof, like we've had some Tesla employees say, "Hey, you should just put this thing on the roof." Of Tesla. That'd be kind of cool.
You're right.
I mean, Elon might say, you know what? Take it down to Giga in Germany, put it on a boat, take it to Germany and show the German Tesla factory what's going on with this thing. They might want to see it. No problem. Whatever he wants us to do, we don't care. It's up to him, really. And if he says tour it all around, we've had Las Vegas hotels offer to put it on the Las Vegas Strip already. They're like, you know what? If Elon, if you guys want to have an anchor for it, you want it to be somewhere special, high visibility, like you can put it on the Las Vegas Strip. People are interested in this thing, crypto, something that cool. They're like, we'll put it there. Elon, who wouldn't want to go to a hotel and check this thing out, right? There's so many cool attractions in Vegas. So who knows if there's going to be a final resting place? Who knows if Elon wants to put it in his backyard? Who knows if this thing's going to be a staple at Coachella and Burning Man every year in Miami, crypto conferences? Who knows where it's going to go, right? But the cool thing about our token is forever, for the life of this token, we're going to be able to have something where we pull up, we set up, and that all the crypto community from wherever that is or that flew in can get around that thing and meet people and say, hey, EGT is a base community. EGT is something really cool you want to get involved in. And keep in mind, too, at that point, we're already going to be doing something different and we're already going to be building something else. If we have a group of people that's excited about building stuff, it only makes sense to keep doing bigger and better things that get people excited, which is why events like Burning Man have blown up, which is why events like Burning Man have billionaires fly in on their private jets and bring in their like 10,000 or $7 million Prevost that are all pimped out with their like Ferraris that are parked inside of them, and roll out and party, is because there's cool things. People love it. Merging crypto with real mainstream things for marketing and branding, why not? We've got plans for different crypto-based utilities, things like other tokens do, but there's one thing that we want to develop a culture of is just continuing to wow people and then giving them something every day to be excited. So they come into the Telegram and say, what are we building next? What are we doing next? What's the progress? Check it out, right? Something that we can get our community wrapped around. So as that community grows, we're going to do some really cool things. This is just the start.
Dude, it's wild, man. It's wild. I can't stop watching it because, like, coming from a welding background, I did about welding since I was in high school, and I did it for a full career, and we built a lot of cool stuff. And when you have, when you've been working with metal for a very long time, you can really appreciate the craftsmanship that was put in here. Like you can recognize the skills that are involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know that Elon's gonna appreciate it, man. Like you look at that thing and it's just done right. It's done right. Like the
Yeah.
skills behind it it's at a whole nother level that you just don't see anywhere. Like whoever made this stuff, whoever designed it, whoever created it, whoever did everything, like they truly knew what they were doing. You know what I mean? NASA
Yeah,
level
we
shit right here.
Yeah. We hired the best. These guys build stuff for some of the biggest corporations. Like I was telling you, Spectacle, the rocket builder, like before we were able to even move the trailer in there inside that indoor facility and start on that rocket, I mean, they were offloading stuff that was on their way to Super Bowl for some of the biggest corporations for the halftime show all around the event. Some of the biggest corporations in the world trust them, which is why we source them, right? The worst thing that could happen is bad contractors. The idea was amazing, the concept, the token, everything. But luckily, we chose the right people to build it that knew how to execute this task, because that would have been scary. And sure enough, we were right. We picked the best people in the world to do this that we had access to.
No, it's very, very cool, man. And I'm pretty sure that Elon's gonna appreciate it. And definitely, this is gonna bring a lot of volume to the project. A lot, man. I mean, we saw what happened to Doge. Like everybody and their dog bought Doge. Huh, Frank? Everybody.
And,
Everybody
and
bought
you
Doge.
know, and one thing too I must say is this: if Elon accepts and he begins to talk about this, he begins to showcase this whole project to the rest of the world. Every single one watching us right now, what do you think is going to happen? Now we're currently sitting around 14 million market cap. Okay, like I said, marketing is about to be cranked in. Okay, Ashley has not even talked about the NFTs. He's not even talked about that. He's not even. Okay, imagine, just imagine, pause and imagine if Elon, as we speak right now, any day, anytime, that attention could just pop off.
That's just it. I mean, the way I look at it too is anyone that's ever done anything for the first time always goes down in history, right?
It's true.
And anyone that ever tried to copy what we're doing would just be looked at as an imposter, right? Every
Correct.
project has their niche. Every successful project did something different than the last, right? The ones that made it all the way. So here we are, right? We're the first ones to try it, and we're going to keep rolling with this concept that gets attention so easily. It's a lot easier to get attention and to meet people and talk about something that everyone loves, which is just producing something amazing.
And actually, guess what? You chose the best of the best to do the construction. You chose the best of the best to do the designing. We're talking about we're talking about Kevin Stone, number one sculptor, North America. We're talking about Danny Wang. This is the person who, if you watch the what do we call it, the Super Bowl, you saw all the halftime entertainment that went on, the design. This is the person behind it. So this gentleman we have here right now, talk about connections. He has them all. Ashley literally has them all, and he's pulling off the world's most exciting stunts in the
Yeah,
history of DeFi.
it is.
Guys,
It is.
guys,
Yeah, it's a
this
stunt.
is this is see, we brought you Volt. We told you what Volt was going to do. Now we're bringing you EGT. Pablo, tell them something, please.
Look, man. I just know it. Elon's gonna love it, and
Yeah,
I know that that's gonna bring billions of dollars into this project. You know what I mean? And I know that Boltoshi wanted to be a part of that run as well, and use the media that's gonna come from this. So I knew he didn't want to miss out, and I sure the hell don't want to miss out. I don't like missing out, especially when I know about something. Like when you know about something, the last thing you want to do is miss out, because knowing 5 steps ahead of what's about to happen is what makes you wealthy. It's what makes you. It's what makes that DeFi wallet fat. You know what I mean? That you're ahead of the curve. You're ahead of the game. Now, if you want to wait till Elon accepts it, then that's on you. You can be part of that wave after this wave. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be a bigger wave. And if you want to wait till this thing lands in Coinbase, then wait till it lands on Coinbase. In the meantime, the rest of us are going to take this to $1, and you can buy it at $1 in Coinbase. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
it.
you decide, man. At the end of the day, I'm not missing out for shit. I saw this
Guys,
thing, and I saw when Boltoshi did those buys, and I was like, I'm buying right after Boltoshi,
guys,
man.
yeah.
That's when I'm
Hey, you got.
fucking buying. Top, you know?
You got.
guys, we have the dev himself on this call, fully doxed. Remember the time when Pablo started Volt? He kept saying this token was going to 100 million market cap. Remember when we're literally sitting at $100,000 market cap?
Yeah.
100 million.
Remember,
That was a
and
new
he's
floor.
repeating the same thing right now. Guys, EGT is currently sitting at around 14 million market cap. Pablo has seen the vision. He's seen where this thing is heading towards. I've seen it. Okay. We have been able to pull the dev on here himself, telling us, narrating to us everything that went into making this a possibility.
Well, Frank, you know what? With Pablo, it's more than seeing a vision. Pablo said, "I want to get involved." Right? I mean,
Correct.
after Pablo saw this, we talk every day, just like I've been talking to you, Frank, every day because he's like, "Man, I see a lot of opportunity here. Like, I see ways that Volt can grow from this, and I see ways that we can grow together because we're both gonna capture all of the attention, right? Like, Volt, all the eyes in crypto right now are on Volt. Everyone knows about Volt. I mean, even me when Voltoshi called me up, I was like, I don't know what's going on, Volt. I didn't take it seriously. I look, I'm like, 20 million market cap. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you guys are doing good too. Like everything's going good. Then it was like 30 million, 40 million, 50 million. I called Voltoshi back. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'll tell you some more about EGT, right? Because I was literally like, I wish I met Pablo, right? I mean, we're friends now, but like, I wish I met him 4 months ago because, I'd be sitting on a million myself, riding all the way to $1 billion or 2 billion or 3 billion. Right?
Something exciting. Let's all be real here, okay? We've been in this DeFi space, okay, since 2019, okay? Now, I want to say to everybody listening, okay? Now, Dodge was able to get Elon's attention. Shiba was able to get Elon's attention, okay? But let's be real. None of these tokens that I've made mention of was able to do it in this unique fashion. And to talk of rewarding the world's living
goat.
goat.
You know what? In all seriousness, guys, in all seriousness, the way that I look at it too is imagine it's you, right? And I don't care if you're just a regular guy or if you're the richest man in the world. Imagine a bunch of people announced they were going to make a Frank statue, of Frank's head on a goat, right? I don't care how big Frank is or how beautiful his wife is that wants his attention. You know that Frank is going to come in every day or every few days and take a look at what these crazy guys are building of Frank's head. So, I mean, I know that Elon Musk is a busy guy. I know he's got better things to worry about than what us crazy fuckers are doing here in the crypto world every single minute. But he's getting those updates every day on his Twitter. Anytime he tweets, he gets an update. He gets the latest video. He sees what's going on over here. As if he's not having a blast at this thing, right? As if his inner circle isn't thinking like this is it. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time before every single person that he walks into at a party, at an event, in an office, in a boardroom is going to be like, "Hey man, I saw the goat. Yeah, hey dude, like I saw what those guys from Arizona did. Put your head on that massive rocket. Like, what's that thing like? Did you see it? Are you going to go check it out? That's what we're trying to do." We know that Elon thinks it's cool, but the more people that find out about this thing as our marketing comes together and as the visuals come together and as the mainstream media come together, because sometimes people ask, they're like, well, what's the connection? Like, this thing could go viral on Fox News and on late night shows. It doesn't mean that everybody watching those shows isn't like degens in crypto. But here's the thing. Those same people interact with Elon every day. They're his friends, they're his family, they're people at the office or whatever. So the more people that go up to him and say, hey, man, like, are you going to claim your goat? Like, what's going to go on? Like, are you going to come outside when these guys show up in Texas? Like, what are you going to do? Like, this is crazy. Like, I think they're going to come, Eventually, he's going to have to be like, I don't know. Like, what can I do? Like, just say nothing? Well, probably not. We're hoping, right? Eventually, his friends and family are going to be like, dude, like, these guys are based and they went through all this trouble. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Yeah. They're going to be interested, right?
Actually, let me say something too. 2 weeks ago in Volt, we're sitting around 15 million market cap. Pablo, right?
Right.
And Pablo was consistent. Pablo was telling every single one of the Volt army, every investor that look, make sure you fill your bags. Make sure you filled your bags because we are so fortunate to know what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We were so fortunate to know what was going on behind the scenes. And as truthful leaders as we are, okay, which we kept telling the community that every single one of you hold on tight to your bags. Okay, Volt was going to explode. And now guess where we are sitting? 115 million market cap.
Yeah.
Now,
Paper
you're
money.
you're so fortunate. Wait, you are so fortunate once again. Okay, 2 weeks from now, the whole market cap is going to change because every single day on the Progress channel, the Elon monument is metamorphosizing. Okay, there are more additions coming to it because it's nearing completion. Here we have the dev himself on this call. I have my boss himself, Pablo, also on this call. We are saying to every single one of you, make sure you have a bite of this cherry. Make sure you have a bite of this cherry because guess what? 2 weeks from today, it's going to be a whole new different story. Okay? It's going to be a whole new different story. How do we know? Because we know. Because we know. So what I want you to understand is this. This is a serious project. Okay? If for anything, Voltoshi himself has seen where this is heading towards. And imagine what is literally going to happen here. This is really going to explode. This is all that I'm going to say to you people. Pablo, just say something to add on to this.
Look, man, I have circle on the screen where I bought this. And that circle is going to stay on my computer till I see this thing go to $1. Okay. All I can say is when this thing gets on the highway, man, I'm telling you right now, Frank, I'm telling you, and you're driving at 60 miles, 70 miles an hour, everything in their dog is going to turn their heads and wonder, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? They're going to see a gigantic fucking rocket missile looking thing with the goat body, Elon's head, and some other accessories that we can't mention, but they're bullish as fuck. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You know, I'm telling you.
Let me ask.
Volt is
let me
going
ask,
to billions of dollars.
Sure. Let me ask Ashley. Ashley, why don't you sleep? What gets you so excited about EGT? Because I call you 4 o'clock in the morning, you answer my call. You know, you're either closing on another deal for EGT or you're ready to talk to any of my investors. Why? What is so passionate about this project that gets you, so excited? I know you've seen where this thing is heading towards. I know you know what is literally about to happen, but what really gets you to doing what you're doing?
Well, I mean, it's not the money. I mean, I think that a lot of people that get into crypto projects as devs, they're always thinking about the money, right? The money, like, you blow token, everybody wants to be the next Shiba. But for me, to be honest, like perfectly honest, I think that the coolest thing is that there's a really good chance at this point that Elon Musk knows my name and knows what I'm doing, right? That's really all it is. So, I'm not saying that Elon goes to sleep at night thinking about me, but I think that, I think that it's coming to a point where he kind of knows who I am and sees what I'm doing. And I just want to take this project to fruition, right? Like I want to do something that no other crypto dev has ever done in a way that no one's ever done it. I think that's ultimately what drives me. I think it's kind of just like you're having a relationship with someone that doesn't even know who you are or doesn't talk to you, but all you're trying to do is like impress them, right? You're targeting the wealthiest man on the world that's done the coolest thing that any human being's ever done. And you're just trying to find some way to impress him in some way and think that you're based, right? Every dev wants the community to think he's based. So do I. But I want Elon Musk to think that I'm fucking based, that I'm crazy, right? He's done the crazy shit, ever. And, I don't think that people realize like the humanity behind that. They see like the man, they see the product, they see the buildings, the infrastructure and the missiles and the rockets and all stuff that's going on, but they don't see the humanity and like the effort and like what people go through to achieve those kinds of things. Like I was watching this documentary the other day on Netflix, and I was watching him like watch the screens as the rocket, after 3 or 4 failed attempts, watch that rocket finally go. You know, the first time SpaceX had their first success in outer space, and he's just looking at that screen going like, man, you fucker, go, you fucker. And he's just like, you know, you see that passion and that intensity, right? And that's what I want, man. I want someone that's that passionate and that intense about what he does. I think what we're doing is intense and passionate, and says, you know what, these guys deserve some recognition, because it ain't easy. It's not running a crypto project, and it's definitely not easy running these 2 things at one time. So all I want to do at the end of the day is make Elon think that our community's based, that we're based, what we're doing is cool. And then after that, money for, you know, investors, devs, everyone's gonna make money. That's cool. That's great. But we want to change history, right? We want people that are with us to be like, man, back in 2022 when those guys did that crazy fucking bullshit, like I was there for that shit from the start, right? And you are here from the start. This is just the start. We're not done yet, and this thing hasn't hit the road yet. But you know, you're some of the first people there. Like our Telegram group only has 7,000 or 8,000 people in it. Like this thing could be that our Telegram group could be at 200,000 people, 300,000 people at times. We could crack the thing, right? Everybody's gonna want to see what's going on over there. So we're just building every day, no matter what happens. We just get up and we build. We don't look at anything else. We're laser focused on what we want to do.
Power is coming. Power is coming to the room. He said he's so excited, Pablo.
What the fuck, man? Look, Frank. Ah, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Mhm.
When you make it to the top, when you're already sitting at a good amount of money, when you already done some great things in this world, man, you're just not fulfilled yet.
Correct.
Something is missing. Something is missing, because when you go home and you know you got money, and you're okay, you're gonna live for a long time, and you're missing something bigger than that. You know what I mean? Something that people you want people to remember forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can sit on $1 million, but like, who cares? Nobody gives a shit that I have $1 million.
Yeah.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean? So you want to be part of something bigger than that. That's why I'm so bullish on the Volt Army, because when I take the Volt Army to the number 10 spot in crypto.com from an 100K market cap all the way to the top, see, I have done something way bigger than $1 million. You know what I mean? I
100%.
created multiple millionaires. You know, I help hundreds, thousands of people quit their jobs. You know what I'm saying? So I know where Ashley is going with this. He's already wealthy. He don't need this, but he wants it. He wants it because it's exciting. It's something cool to say, yeah, you see that fucking big ass statue in Austin in front of Tesla? Oh yeah, we build that shit. That's our statue.
Exactly.
We gave that to Elon.
You're bang on, bro. You're bang on. I've done all sorts of stuff. Like I've had Lamborghinis, boats, the hot girlfriends that everybody wishes they had, right? All that stuff is amazing and everything. But until you like, everybody wants to do something special that they're known for, right?
Yep.
This is all about. It's just about being like, hey, I broke the system. Like I literally found the most creative way to do something. It was my idea. You know, I got some good people that behind me to work with us and like join the team. I've got a couple co-founders that are in on this stuff too, which you haven't met yet, which I'm sure you will soon. But ultimately, it's just like, man, we just want to pull off something fun. Like I'm 39 years old, but I'm still a kid at heart. This brings the kid back out in you. There's no way you could go get a job in corporate America or do anything that will give you the same satisfaction of having fun like this. This is like, no. And the blood, sweat, and tears, literally, that go into something like this, man, just want it to all be worth it, right? Which is my motivation every day, every single day, to keep making this work.
Look at how people are taking their positions right now. It tells you. Okay, we are literally seeing that repetition of what's happened 2 weeks ago when we were telling everybody Volt was going straight above 100 million market cap towards $1 billion market cap. And if you're very smart, if you're very wise, if you see where this is heading towards, if you see this monument it nearing completion, there's nobody that is going to tell you to take a position right now. Okay. And we have seen it. We're excited. Okay. All that we need to do is just pass on this great information to you. And this is one of many, many great informational calls Pablo will be hosting with the dev. So I want to tell everybody watching this or who will be watching the replay that this is a very, very great, exciting project that you need to at least have in your portfolio. Okay. Look, we're about to break what? 0.0015. This within the next few days, I see it eating 1-0. Remember, I said this, Pablo. Remember, I said this that look,
Man,
once we cross a 80 million market cap in Volt, going to 100 million market cap was going to happen within less than 2 days. Guess what happened? Okay. We've seen these things play out over and over again. But guess what? We are dealing with a real monument here, which is being constructed. Okay. Videos already flying on the official Twitter handle of Elon Goat. Okay. The dev is always constantly updating us, on the Twitter handle. There's a progress channel. We've been constantly updated. We have an official Telegram channel. The dev is constantly, every single day, having an AMA call with us. Guys, this is the most transparent project that I've ever seen. And for us to build a huge monument for the world's #1 engineer, living engineer of all time, it tells you how ginormous this project is. And you need to be excited because very, very soon, when Elon starts to throw focus onto this project.
So we're going for a friend. Anyhow,
going?
gentlemen, tell you what, I've got to get back to work because I'm missing a million phone calls and texts that are flying across my screen. I want to thank you guys for having me on and talking about Elon Goat. And as soon as we're ready to make some of the announcements with Volt that we have planned next week, I'm sure we'll be back on here, and we'll start brainstorming together with both communities on what we got coming up. That's all I got for today, guys. But we're probably going to make some more friends around here. So I'll be back. So Pablo, thank you so much for having me in your room with your community. Frank, thanks for coming and supporting both sides because I know you love both projects. And
absolutely, man. Well, it was a pleasure. It's a pleasure because I know that we're going to be looking back 30 days from now. We're going to be looking back to this day, and we're gonna see Volt over $1 billion market cap, and we're gonna see EGT getting close to that $1 billion market cap. And I'm telling you right now, look, I constantly have 3 to 5 tokens in my wallet, and I'm always deleting tokens, but there's certain tokens that you just don't fuck with. There's certain tokens that you just say, you know what? You hold these motherfuckers because these are the ones that are going to do those big numbers that you dream of. Those.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of scary not to be involved, right? That's the thing. That is what's up. It's one of those things where you're like, you know what? You got to try it. I know myself personally, if I saw this project and I had nothing to do with it, and I went through the page and I'm like, all right, that looks good. They're actually doing it, blah, blah, blah. This is crazy. Just get in. That's what I would do. I mean, I would get in and just park it. That's the thing, too. Most of our community, some of them don't even look. They're like, I talk to a lot of guys. They're like, yeah, I just come in and I look and I see the progress on the rocket. They're like, I know this is just going to blow up in the final 2-3 weeks, right? And my response to them is like, well, what if Elon tweets before that? We don't even know, right? Like, I'm working every day so that he tweets today. I'm not thinking like I'll see Elon in a few weeks from now or a month from now. I'm thinking like I want to impress him today. I want to get him out today because we want that love and attention. Because the sooner we get this show on the road and Elon interested in this thing, the sooner we start building the next crazy shit, taking this to the next level and the next level and the next level. Because we're never going to stop impressing him. Once we have his attention once, we're going to up it. And we're just even crazier. Then he's going to be like, wow, they're at it again, right? This is way too fun of a ride to stop right now where we're at. We're going to keep going. We're going to get his attention. and then we're going to keep impressing him every single day by doing something cool. Anyway, I've got to run. Love you guys. Thanks for coming in, to all the listeners as well. Appreciate, you hear us crazy guys rant on for an hour, but I'll be back, and thanks again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ashley, for coming onto the show. I know Pablo has had his internet frozen, but I want to say thank you so much for taking time to educating us all why we need to take a bite of this great cherry. And I know 2 weeks from today, a lot of people will say, had I known, or they were really, really excited that they took a position today. So thank you so much once again. I know you're a very busy gentleman, but I'm on behalf of the whole Volts Inu team and also the AGT team. We're so thankful for having you here, and we're really going to send this thing to the moon and to the Mars.
All right. Let's enjoy the ride together. Talk soon, guys.
Okay, then. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I just been having some issues. I think I need a new router. But anyways, I just want to tell everybody thank you for coming. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. You know me. I love Volt, as you can tell from my. I love Volt. I definitely represent Volt. We're taking Volt to the top, but I also see opportunities where something else can happen, And I think that Boltoshi is the same type of investor. He always sees other opportunities. So if my leader sees an opportunity, I'm going to take advantage and follow those steps because I want to be like Boltoshi. I want to sit on millions. I want to be successful. I want to be able to do what he does. So if he moves to the left, fuck, I'm moving to the left. If he moves to the right, I'm moving to the right.
Correct.
Because he's the man I want to become. You know what I mean? So always keep in mind open. Don't close your mind. Always keep it open. And if you see an opportunity, you take it. Obviously, don't sell your Volt to buy anything else, especially not monkey shit Inu. Do not sell your Volt to buy monkey shit Inu, okay? Do not do it. But, if you're looking to diversify your portfolio, add another token, EGT is a great opportunity, man. I want everybody to make a shit ton of money. That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. So remember, Frank, the tank has never disappointed. We're going to the top. On the next one. Say goodbye, Frank.
Bye-bye.